Dear Cleveland, it's time to make a difference. Yeah, we hear the news, but we don't listen. Because in these streets where I'm living, they shooting kids and killing infants. Still nobody pays attention. The most it ever get, a news clip, Instagram post, or Twitter mention. While we say Black Lives Matter, our actions say why bother? Because nobody wants to protest unless they the mother or the father. These Cleveland streets are like the rivers of hell, ice cold like a jail cell, but they're getting hotter. We glorify top 10 ranking, regardless of the fact it's our own blood on the pavement. These heartless souls are really the weak and the brainless. They spineless, that's the only thing that makes them dangerous. However, this is our city and only we can change it. Like time is broken, I'm at the end of my patience. Toddlers are dying while we're time wasting. Violence is on the rise, opposite of education. Believe me, this fight won't be easy, but it's worth the dedication. Because this change won't come through a politician or legislation. Only our actions can change our reality. We living in a society with a kill everything black mentality, where every senseless loss of life isn't treated as a tragedy. I speak the truth, so I don't mind those who get mad at me. I say, please, peace officer, stop killing my race, raising a black murder rate. We already programmed to kill ourselves at a road runner's pace. On this path to self-destruction, not even the churches or the schools are safe. Evil is controlling our minds with the tool of hate, blocking our ascension to heaven's gates. Isn't it ironic that we've never been united in these United States? How can we be divided by a few blocks or a different street name? Attention, no real leader joins a street gang to follow men with nothing but street fame. But when you're doing life in prison, you start to remember every word of your mother's you forgot to listen. It's usually when your hood starts acting distant. We all got a purpose, now you failed your mission. We don't choose our placement in life, but you don't have to accept those conditions. And when you get lost in self-pity, faith is the first thing that goes missing. Well, now's the time to find it. There's power in the light, but don't get blinded. This world will close you in if you're not open-minded. The darkness will pull you in if your morals start declining. I wish community meetings had lines like Chris Brown autograph signings. When the sporting events become more important than your quality of life. Maybe when New Jordans got people killed, I should have known that this world wasn't right. But I never lose faith because change is a part of life. Decisions need consequences that make sure you think twice. Sometimes life gets you low to bring you to a new height. Nothing great has ever come without a fight. And I don't mean fist and guns, so don't believe in the hype. Violence is a tool of the weak-minded. It's easier to shoot at a mountain than to climb it. It's easier to sell a drug that sells itself than to create a real business which improves your community's health. The root of all evil is the love of wealth. I look up to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I don't idolize drug dealers who destroy their own people. We should call them neighborhood killers. And gangs are no better. You will kill for the same people who won't write you a prison letter. That's blind individuals with blind loyalty. If you take a mother's child, you're gonna die. If not in prison, then morally. The streets are quiet. I think the world needs more like me. But these are God's words, not mine. I'm merely his tool. Satan has them also. They usually come in the form of fools. He makes them think life is a game, GTA, so they play by his rules. He tricks them with the promise of money, cars, and jewels. But in the end, God is the final judge. And in this courtroom is the case no one really wants to lose. Don't believe in the lies. God exists within your soul as much as he'll ever dwell in the sky. But if you give Satan control, you're the real walking dead. You're just living to die. And if you don't think hell is real, you're really living a lie. Khalil Kirk speaking the word of God. Blessings.